Are you a business owner that could use just one more customer? Those empty tables, vacant appointments, idle employees, and expired merchandise are missed opportunities. What if there were a community that connects you to high-value and motivated customers, giving you a competitive edge in the marketplace and increasing your revenue? Introducing Partners One. You keep doing what you do best, taking care of your customers, and we'll do what we do best, sending you new customers to take care of. Call us today to find out how Partners One can work for your business.
Welcome to the Rocket Right Show, starring Hurricane Betsy Barnes and Dr. K. Solar. Two busy blondes with their fingers on the pulse of all things Louisiana. Events, health, leisure, entertainment, and more. It's the Rocket Right Show. And now, here's Betsy and Kay.
And you're just in time for the party. We're so glad that you could join us because we are celebrating Dr. K. Solar's birthday. That's right. This is the birthday show. So if you have been watching for some time, you know that we had a little birthday, or Kay had a little birthday for me in August, and it was so much fun. So we just thought that you would like to join us for Kay's birthday celebration. We have a great show for you. We're going to celebrate a little bit. We're going to have a few libations. We're going to talk with some spicy folks. We're going to have a really good time, so we hope that you hang with us. And our first guest is Lionel Rainey with LR3 Consulting and PR. He's going to talk a little bit about the politics going on in Louisiana and a tribute to a friend of ours. And then we're also going to be talking with Laura Sue Wynn with Laura Sue Events and Marketing. She is quite the cool chick around town, does a lot of things within the Baton Rouge community and beyond. And then I believe we have a couple of, saucy.
We've got
people that can mix it up, you know what I'm saying?
Andrew and Thomas Salto with Sugarfield Distillery. So we'll be trying some of their fantastic products. And our girls from City Port Catering going to be bringing the Boudin. The Boudin King Cake. So if you hadn't had a Boudin King Cake, you're going to want to watch us eat it.
We like the Boudin birthday.
Yeah.
We like the Boudin birthday. You know, if you don't have a little Boudin on your birthday, just saying. So we're going to visit with Lionel, but before the end of the segment, we want to show you just a little bit about what makes K Solar so special.
Oh, wow.
So it could really choke me up. I'm going to try not to get choked up, but I really have got to tell you what a blessing K Solar has been to my life for the last about 7 years. Who would have thought that two blonde chicks on the go who bumped into each other at a Dukes of Hazzard reunion, the first and way back.
And we were not one of the Daisy
And
Duke
we were
girls.
not one of the Daisy Dukes.
Out of the way.
But we just clicked, and we were able within a short time to end up having a radio show, and then now TV and radio. And I'm just so grateful for you. I'm so grateful for the woman that you are and the example that you set.
Thank you so
for
much.
The wife, the mother, the friend, and the doctor, and then someone who's an advocate for women. So before the end, we have a few little things we might want to show.
Thank you.
Lionel, you've been with us before.
I have.
And you know we all about on the go.
I know you are.
We are. You're on
And
the
you
go
are too.
A little bit.
You are
A
too.
little bit.
So you've worked with a lot of different candidates, a lot of different causes, trying to get some things pushed through that benefit Louisiana. So I wanted to ask you kind of what you're working on and what are some of the things that you see that all tax-paying citizens who have a third of their income taken for taxes need to think about as we go forward into these next special elections.
Sure. Yeah, we do have a lot going on right now.
We do.
We're gearing up for a significant amount of midterm elections, which is now less than 2 years away. So we've got a clear goal to retake the House of Representatives in Congress. So we're partially focused on that. We work for the Speaker of the House in Louisiana and the President of the Senate, and manage their
And you might want to mention who they are in case some people
Clay
don't know.
Scheck-Snyder and Paige Cortez. Clay Scheck-Snyder is the Speaker of the House, and Paige Cortez is the President of the Senate. This year is a redistricting year. We manage our 501c4 Leading Louisiana, and so we're getting ready for that. We're getting ready for session coming up. This is the budgetary session.
which is so key with everything we've had with
it is.
hurricanes, pandemic, everything else, lack of income.
Yeah, it's been like, for a lack of better words, a perfect storm. The economy clearly has been down significantly. We are an industry-driven and a hospitality-driven state,
We
and
are.
you've had basically a shutdown of our number one industry, which is the industry, which is hospitality, and food and beverage. And so it's tough, and so legislators are going to have some tough decisions to make. Thankfully, we've got a supermajority of conservatives in the Senate. We're very close to a supermajority in the House. You've got a conservative as the Speaker of the House, so I feel good. It's going to be a tough session. There's some races going on right now in Louisiana's 5th Congressional District. A good friend of mine, Luke Letlow, who I worked with when we ran Ralph Abraham's campaign, passed away from COVID.
Right.
And it just was newly elected. Short, literally one day of being able to take his oath. They were going to come to the hospital and let him take his oath. And so they called for there's a special election, clearly. His wife, Julia, is running for his seat.
God bless her for stepping up.
Yeah, that's
because they have young
a
children.
3 and a 1 year old. And there's not really any other legitimate Republican or contender in there, so she should win easily. It's unfortunate that our state party didn't straight out choose to endorse her. I'm not sure why that decision was made. They're going to have to vote on it, which doesn't seem logical to me. There's also there's an election Saturday with the Central Committee, which is our state party, to elect possibly a new chairman. Louis Gervich, the current chairman, and Lance Harris, state representative, both vying for that seat. So there's possible that you could see some major changes being made in the Republican Party. Louisiana's 2nd Congressional District, Cedric Richmond, resigned that seat to take an office in the West Wing. So he is a senior advisor to the president, to President Biden. So that seat's up for grabs. There are 2 main contenders. That's primarily a Democrat and minority-driven district in and around New Orleans, which strangely enough stretches all the way up
all the way to the Capitol.
All the way to the Capitol,
Yeah.
which is, again, we have a redistricting coming up this year. There are 2 major candidates, Troy Carter and Karen Carter-Peterson, which are vying for it. I think the good money is on Troy Carter to be able to take that seat. There's one more race happening right now, and that's down in the 82nd House District out of Jefferson Parish. That was Charles Henry's seat, it was Cameron Henry's previous seat. Charles is Cameron's brother, who worked for Steve Scalise, and Charles was in there for a year and decided to step down and take he had a really good job opportunity, which you couldn't do both.
Legislators don't make much, no matter what you think. They really don't make much of anything.
They make about $16,000 a year.
Yeah.
And so it's and you wonder why only people that run are people, and it's almost a full-time job.
Yes.
And so that's why you typically have a lot of people who are wealthy that inevitably run. But Judge Schlegel, Scott Schlegel's wife, is running for that. So it'd be good to see another female Republican conservative in the legislature, so that's exciting.
We need more females, period. Of any party, we need more women, I think, to step up and people to support their candidacy.
Certainly wish they would support conservative females candidacy, but I agree. I mean, look, it's the best person is always, I believe, the person that needs to win. It doesn't matter to me if you're a man or a woman. I think the best person running is who I'll support. But it's good to have and we do. I think we have the most females in the legislature right now than we've ever had in the state of Louisiana, which is awesome. And then we had terrible news last night. Terrible news last night. Good friend of mine, somebody that's a good friend to so many people. Steve Carter, former state representative, died from complications surrounding COVID last night.
He certainly was a kind and very astute, committed person to Louisiana and to Baton Rouge.
When I first started doing this, I'm not from here. I didn't really know anybody here.
We adopted you.
You did. We wanted to tell everybody where I'm from. Alabama.
Alabama. He wears the crimson.
I do. I like to win, but when I decided to go into political consulting. I don't know, 8 years ago. I was working out of a CC's coffee shop, and just trying to figure it out. And That's when I met Steve for the first time. He had a little coffee.
He
group.
loves coffee shops.
He does. He loves them, and he had a group that he met there with. And I was it's not anybody now, but I certainly just I was just a guy in a coffee shop at that point. And Steve took time out of his schedule and out of his day to start to meet with me and start mentoring me, and then 3 years later asked me to run his last house race.
Wow.
And I did, and became a good friend, and it's heartbreaking end. He fought for a long time. He was in the hospital for several weeks, and just unfortunately.
Well, he was a fighter.
He was.
He was a fighter.
He was.
Yeah.
And he's a great person to everybody. Everybody who met him. I don't know anybody that has a bad word to say about him. Somebody that will be badly and deeply missed in Louisiana.
So we need to be in prayer for his family and everybody who loved him.
Which is a lot of people.
Like you did.
Yeah.
I'm glad you gave us that rundown.
Yeah.
That was so awesome.
Right.
Yeah. Y'all need to get involved and understand what's going on in these next elections and make sure that you're getting the right people. And I'd like you to just take a little look at a couple of pictures of Kay Solar as we celebrate her birthday. We have a little video with some of the fun things that we've gotten to do over the last 7 years, because we are two busy blondes on the GEAUX. Kind of crazy, but
Yeah, that's a crazy picture there.
but we've had a really good time doing it, and I just encourage you as a tribute to Kay, if you want to go on our Facebook page, or if you want to send a message, we'd love for you to send her a happy birthday message. And we're going to be right back with Laura Sue Wynn, Laura Sue Events.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.